a desert land. There was no water left to drink. There was quarrel and complaint, and their hearts grew hard within. They said to Moses, "Give us water," as if God were not there. But the Lord uslished their cry, even in unbelief and doubt. Water from the rock, unexpected provision where there was no spring. God made it rise. The desert did not decide the end. It was the Lord who chose to sustain. Water from the rock, a sign of God's care. When all was dry, He answered their plea. What no one else could ever produce, the Lord Himself made it be. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, "Take the staff that is in your hand, speak to the rock before the people, and water will flow for the land." Moses obeyed as he was commanded before the elders of Israel. The rock was struck, the waters ran, enough to quench them all. Water from the rock, unexpected provision where there was no spring. God made it rise. The desert did not decide the end. It was the Lord who chose to sustain. Water from the rock, a sign of God's care. When all was dry, He answered their plea. What no one else could ever produce, the Lord Himself made it be. That place then was called Massah and Meribah, because of the people's quarrel and the testing of the Lord that day. Even so, God did not withhold the provision they still require. He proved He remains forever faithful, even when His people fail. Water from the rock, unexpected provision where there was no spring. God made it rise. The desert did not decide the end. It was the Lord who chose to sustain. Water from the rock, a sign of God's care. When all was dry, He answered their plea. What no one else could ever produce, the Lord Himself made it be. It was not the rock, it was God who gave. It was not the staff, it was God who moved. The provision did not come from the ground, it came from the word of the Lord. Water from the rock, unexpected provision for a weary people on barren ground. The God who made water flow in the desert still sustains His people now. If today the road feels dry, remember what God has done. The Lord who struck the rock in the desert is still faithful to provide again. Water from the rock, choose the Lord Himself.